What's up, everybody? Summer 2025 recap. It didn't go too great. So here's some still images and some video of the few runs we made, and then I'll show you what we got going on here.
Cubic in the big block with twin turbos on board. And he'll line up with the all-motor, beautiful 67 Nova. Josh North's left-hand side. Now North's car on a full pole should be in the high to mid-9.
So I'm back in the shop, and business as usual, and we're working on this bad Larry right here. But we ripped the roof off, as you saw. So summer, we went up a couple days early to test, and things didn't work out. So got home, and today's Saturday, and needless to say, things have escalated. So, as you can tell, things have really escalated. So, after doing some digging on our, what seemed like a 20-something hour drive home because I-40 was shut down, it is not uncommon to weld a roof onto a convertible and make it a coupe. So, that's what we're gonna do. We've had enough problems to justify doing this. So I've tried, and to be honest, I feel like we put forth a pretty valiant effort into making a convertible as fast as we have. So these doors are going. If somebody's got a convertible and wants a set of carbon doors with some Lexan windows that the Zeus is on and off, they are good to, they're good now. These have been ironed out. This has been rock solid now, and actually I believe this is kind of part of the problem. So since we started racing this car in the quarter, with the stock doors and the stock glass, the windows would like pop out a little bit, and I believe would help equalize pressure outside and inside of the car. Well, since we did this and got the windows to latch and stay in, right here, there's some latches. We've had since we actually kept it down to the floor the whole way through the quarter, most of the way through the quarter, we lost the roof. So my assumption as to what went down is the data shows vacuum in the cabin. So like most people look at this and they say, oh, okay, well, air is getting up underneath the top and lifting it up. You always see, like, if you see videos of this car or any other convertible going on the racetrack, the top is always like ballooned up, right? Well, that's part of it, but also the shear, the air that comes across the top is lifting up on this and picking up on the canvas. Either way, I'm done trying to make it work. We've put forth a valiant effort, I believe, and I'm throwing in the towel. So as it stands, I'm pretty positive that this is the world's fastest convertible, and now we're gonna try to do some stuff that hasn't been done yet in the drag and drive world. So anyway, the plan is I've already bought a donor car from BJ Adams. Thank you very much. Poverty Motorsports, local guy, tons of Mustang stuff. We've already drilled an insane amount of spot welds out to get this out. The wheel tubs are out of it because now that all this is going to come out, this is like the drip rail and like the channel that the top bolts into. Now that that's coming out, we can put the tubs up. So this is actually a lowered ride height on the 29.5 than what we've had in the past. Part of the issue with running on the 29.5 has been that the car just sits too high. This is about 1.5 inches lower than what it sits on the 29.5 in the past. And that's because the tub, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the glue line still stuck right there from where we glued the tubs in. So we're gonna lower this thing probably another 2 inches, and then we're gonna set the tubs up here at the top of this quarter. So this section here actually gets cut off when the new roof gets welded on, but I wanted to drill out as much of it as I could just to make it a little bit easier when it comes to mocking up the roof. I don't know if we're gonna do a video on like putting the roof on, but it's because it's not something that we've ever, like, none of us have ever done before. BJ has been part of it a couple times apparently, so he offered to help a little bit. But anyway, so we're gonna put a new set of carbon tubs in so we can actually get the ride height that we want out of this car on a 29.5, and then when we're on a 28, it's gonna be super, super low. The other part of putting a new roof on this thing is that we have to cut the A-pillars here and remove the windshield frame from the convertible, because when you do this, you have to attach this right here. See where this is? That right there is where the roof for the coupe goes, and it kind of like lines up and interlocks. So I cut the windshield out of this thing, and we'll be cutting it off somewhere about here, whatever. I have to go look at the new roof. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to do a lot of this or any of this. This is going to be left up to Matt at Performance Fab and Jake Tinsley at Tinsley's Custom Coatings. Those are my guys that know how to do this kind of stuff. I'm just going to do what I can to help and hope that, everything goes well. So we're putting a hard roof on this thing. Let me know if you think I'm an idiot, because I don't really care at this point. I've got a set of carbon doors that a friend of mine hooked me up with. He sold them to me. So we're gonna put a carbon door on it with a Lexan window, and we're gonna continue to use these latches. We're gonna paint these as well. So this stuff that came out, so this was actually pretty interesting. We pulled everything for the roof out of it, and I cut what you see is cut here so far for the drip channel. That was every bit, and this was like as stripped of a roof as you can do for a convertible. All the stuff associated with a convertible for the roof was 96 pounds. So obviously we're gonna have to add some weight back, but I think total we're gonna lose about 65-ish, 70 pounds, which would be pretty sweet. Next thing, there is no engine in the car. So the engine, I just sold it. It's perfect. No problems. I sold it. Let me know what you think we're gonna do. Let's hear some guesses. We're gonna change the engine, but let me know what you think we're gonna do. And no, it's not gonna be a Coyote, all right? So all you Coyote fanboys, calm down. We're not putting a Coyote in this thing. Coyotes are great engines until you have to put them in a 3,000 pound car, and then they don't run the way a big block does. So Brett LaSala has got a very well working Coyote in a very well ironed out combination and very well maximized combination. If you talk to Brett, he will be honest with you and tell you how much effort goes into making that combination run. So all you Coyote fanboys think that I can just slap a Coyote in here and now we can go run 5s. You're wrong. So we're not doing a Coyote. Let me know what you think we're gonna do. So the engine is already sold. The turbos are being shipped off back to my boys over at HPT, Tristan and Eric and Harry, and we're gonna change up some stuff on the turbos, not because we were out of power, but because it's already apart, so why not do it, you know? So, let me know what you think we're gonna do for an engine. Let me know if you think I'm an idiot for cutting the roof off of this thing, and or cutting the roof off of another car and welding it onto this car. And if you've done this before, chime in, because I'm all ears. I'd love to hear about it. And also, I'm on the hunt for those like nice lightweight quarter windows that go in here. So if you've got some, let me know. I will buy them. So, or if you know where to get some that are actually in stock, let me know. I'll buy them from them. So anyway, yeah, that's my 6 summer update. So, oh, and the other thing that broke was a fuel cell. It looks like the tire shook so bad at the 330 that it broke the pump gas fuel cell. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back on why we threw in the towel, because we didn't have a roof and then we didn't have a pump gas fuel cell and we were running out of time, and I was really pissed about the whole roof thing. And my big trailer wasn't far away. So I said, screw it, let's just go home. So call me a quitter, don't care. That's what we did. Anyway, let me know what you think. See you.